A kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get the... Got to shake that off and get going.
Second and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos.
Here's McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Hawk 70. Mustang 19.
McCarthy operating from the gun. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
19 Lion, come 19, come back.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw McCarthy. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wilson's got it complete. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Let's go now.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Come 19. Come 70 ring. 70 ring. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To the air with McCarthy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing is McCarthy. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Set up.
They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go now.
Moore, the man in motion. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Here we go, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Cougar 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Take over.
Now McCarthy. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Wait for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Here we go. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Go! 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Bronco. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 70 rings, Panther 11, Panther 11.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action, McCarthy. Buying time to his left. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Hands it off out of the gun. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
79 Bronco. Here we go. Shot. Mustang 19. 19 Lion. Go.
looking to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position.
This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big